all right. This is the Deadman's Tome podcast. I'm your host, Mr. Deadman, and this is a show that's broadcast live from a garage deep in the heart of Meth County, Texas. How's it going? Ladies and gentlemen? I hope you are in the mood for some Crack Shack ice cream, because that's what we're talking about here tonight. Oh yeah, Crack Shack ice cream. Does that not sound good? Vanilla ice cream scooped up off the floor, off a dirty floor. And some flies and gnats for chocolate chips. Maybe some crunched up roaches for Oreos, crunched up cookies. Maybe top it off with some eyeball juice. If you lost your appetite, then you're not going to want what's in the back of this truck and this ice cream truck. Man, I swear, Ice Cream Man is actually not that bad of a film. It really isn't. Ice Cream Man, it's cheesy, yes. It's campy, yes. But you know what it is? It's a hell of a lot better and very much less degenerate than Netflix Cuties. You know, as long as Hollywood continues to lower the bar of standards, yeah, Cuties might look better. It's shot better with better equipment. But Ice Cream Man, at least it doesn't have 11-year-olds twerking and dancing around like strippers. In case you don't know, in case you've been living under a rock, on Netflix right now, I believe it's out right now. I don't know. Maybe later on. I don't know. It depends on when you listen to this. But there's a show that called Cuties. It's horrible. You have these preteen young girls dancing around like strippers on stripper poles, all that. Dancing around like these like those hoochie mamas. And I like how there's actually a pushback. There's a counter argument to this. Obviously coming from Hollywood, because you know they love sexualizing little kids. Of course they do. But there's a counter argument from like, the SJW woke crowd, I guess. I don't know exactly where it's coming from. But it goes something like this. The parents that are freaking out that 11-year-olds are twerking and hypersexualized are actually the ones in the wrong. Because why? Because the filmmaker is French, is a French Muslim or some crap. I don't care. Look, I don't care what you are. I don't care if you're Team Jesus or Team Muhammad or if you're one of those crazy Tom Cruise Scientology motherfuckers. Sexualizing young girls for the entertainment of grown adults. I mean, this show Cuties is rated MA for mature audiences only. So it's not for the kids. It's not for the kids. So anyone who tells you that is a goddamn fucking liar. Is a goddamn fucking liar. But having these girls, these preteens, dress up like strippers, dancing like those ghetto hoes like Cardi B and Mandy $3 Stallion, whatever the fuck her name is, it's a goddamn sign that Satan has won. Satan has won, ladies and gentlemen. I think so. I could stop sacrificing all those babies in Planned Parenthood. I think Satan won. Satan's here. He's been summoned. Now he's sexualizing your kids. At least the Ice Cream Man isn't that. God dang. At least it's not that. Oh, I gotta say this too. Apparently, it gets even more ridiculous. I know. Some people are like, oh, okay, come on, I'm kind of done. I'm done with the Cuties thing. There's one other thing. One other point people bring up as a rebuttal, as a counter argument to why all those concerned parents are wrong about this. Because apparently anyone with a brainstem, us rational types that can identify fucked up when we see it, apparently we're in the wrong, because Netflix Cuties is not sexualizing young girls, but it's a commentary on how the West sexualizes young girls. So imagine that. Wait, So you mean to tell me that you're going to try to own the perverts by doing exactly what the perverts do? How fucked up is that? How does that make any sense? How does that make any sense? It's like those cartoons in the 90s that would have a special episodes dedicated to drugs. Dedicated to drugs. You know, you see the cartoon characters popping pills, smoking crack, stored stuff. G.I. Joe comes to mind. G.I. Joe comes to mind. I might reveal myself as being kind of a nerd. Hell, I grew up on it, okay? But there was an episode, I think it's called The Greatest Evil, when all they were doing was fighting their addiction against drugs. The bulk of the show was about that. You see G.I. Joe and Cobra Commander doing drugs, doing dope. And it's like, hell, man, drugs seem cool. Drugs seem real cool after that. The little disclaimer at the end, fuck that, man. Fuck that. Look, man, if you're trying to do social commentary and 90% of your TV show or movie is the thing that you're trying to go against, you've done it wrong. You've done it wrong. But who am I? I'm just some random asshole on the internet. I'm just some random asshole on a podcast. How you guys doing? You like this? Don't worry. I'm moving on from Netflix Cuties. I just had to say something about it. It is a horror show. It definitely deserves mentioning. And hey, if you don't agree, let me know in the comments section or let me know in the chat and during the live stream. Oh, hell. If you listen to the podcast, let me know. And then depending on what you use to listen to, there's always a way to reach me. Always a way. Anyway, let's talk about the Ice Cream Man first. Let me light the cigar. That's what I need to do. Ice Cream Man, Ice Cream Man. So yeah, obviously from the title and from the box, from the cover, for the box art, look at that. From the cover, clearly it's a cheesy movie, You can't really criticize it for being cheesy. If you do, it's like saying duh. It's pointing out the obvious. It's like criticizing Fast and the Furious for being mindless, dumb popcorn entertainment. It is what it is. It's not sophisticated. It's not smart. It just is that. Okay? And if you like that sort of thing, you like that sort of thing. And it is what it is. I like cheesy horror. I like good horror too, but I also like cheesy horror too. In the chat, what is more watchable, Ghostbusters 2016 or Cuties? Oh, I would rather watch Ghostbusters 2016 than Cuties. I would rather watch Ghostbusters 2016 and rewatch, go back and forth with that little dance number they do in that movie, back and forth. I rewind and play it again. Maybe even do a dance with it. I'd rather do that. Than watch Cuties. What do you guys think? Would you rather watch Ghostbusters 2016 or Cuties? Hell, of course I would watch Ice Cream Man again if I could avoid watching either one of those. Ice Cream Man is actually a pretty funny movie, but that's exactly what it is. It's a horror comedy. It's not really like making fun of a particular genre, not necessarily. But it is making fun. It does make fun of the. It does make a parody of the Goosebumps sort of Hardy Boy sort of thing. If you've seen Stranger Things, watch Ice Cream Man. Ice Cream Man kind of shows how fucking ridiculous Stranger Things is. And I like that show too when it came out. But you gotta admit. And the way they are with those bikes, all those kids have that nice, those brand new, very expensive bikes. They all have it. Even the minority in the town has it. Hell, I thought he wasn't privileged to have that. And then they have working, decent tech, top of the line tech for 80s. In this movie, you do have these kids that have this little rackety group called the Rocketeers, and they they ride these raggedy looking bikes that look like they'll fall apart, and they have these little, little giant rockets in front of it that they shoot out like a little missile. And they have like their little little headsets. It's funny stuff. It's funny stuff. Yes, Clint Howard. Yes, Clint Howard is in this movie. He is in this movie. He is the main star, and he's a gem in it. Absolutely right. Absolutely right. He's the reason why the movie is good. Why I would say it's good. If it wasn't for Clint Howard being Clint Howard, and that's pretty much what he played, right? It's like they told Clint Howard, look, you just be you, man. You be as weird and creepy as you want to be. You just be you. I'll tell you what, though, as weird and creepy as he is, I would rather have him babysit my kid. I'd rather have the ice cream man in this movie babysit my kid than have any one of those pedo motherfuckers in Hollywood babysit my kids. Then, if you've been following my Rant and Chill stuff, I don't know if the Deadman's Tome podcast audience and the Rant and Chill stuff kind of like mingles or whatever. Or I don't know if it shares space. I don't know. But if you know who Dick Masterson is, the pedo enabler Dick Masterson, he makes excuses for people who like in that 4-cheese pizza. And I don't mean pizza. I'd rather have Clint Howard babysit my kid than have Dick Masterson. Right. So, a quick summary of this movie real fast. So the movie opens up. We get treated to a black and white opening, black and white sequence. So you know it's back in the days, back in the time, maybe like 1950s or something. I don't know. Black and white. You have this light orchestra music being played. You see this car drive, and a gun coming out. A gun that looks so ridiculous. It looks like something from like it looks like a Star Wars gun. It looks like a Star Wars Imperial blaster, but shooting, just like as if there's a hit out on the ice cream man, on the ice cream king. Ice cream king gets whacked. He gets taken out, assassinated. Clearly a hit job, but does anything ever happen with it? No, completely. It's not. That part isn't really important, but it is important. I mean, the story behind it's not important, but I guess the event is important because you have the ice cream king die. He's dead, and what comes up to him is this little blonde-haired kid. He gets a little, I guess, the orange push-up from his hands. Starts eating it. Honestly, I couldn't tell in the scene if the little kid got grazed in the head or if that was just blood splatter. It didn't really say. It looked like he got grazed in the head. But that's Clint Howard as a child, pretty much, which couldn't be because the boy that was playing him, I guess Clint Howard's younger version, younger self, was. No, there's no way that kid would have gotten that ugly. I mean, I'm setting myself up to say something really bad, but that boy looked too good to turn out to be Clint Howard. Fucking hey, don't clip that out. Come on. You know what I'm saying? Come on. Jesus. And then we're treated to, I don't know what the hell this kid is doing. His name is Roger. He's dicking around with some sort of, it's not a video game. I don't know. It's like some weird app. It looks like some programming shit on his computer. I don't know what or on his TV. I don't know what he was playing. If you could tell me that, if you know this movie and you could tell me what Roger was playing around, digging around with on his TV, feel free to, because I do not know what it is. But apparently he's the kid that grows up to become the Justin the MILF guy from American Pie. Amazing, you know, career paths that all these actors have in this film. All these guys have in this film. I think Clint Howard might actually be the biggest bill. You know, I think he might be the biggest actor in this whole thing. Well, actually, no. There's David Warner. David Warner is in this. I don't know how much it costs to get him. I mean, probably not much because he does a lot of direct to DVD stuff. But man, and this movie has some weird stuff, like like stuff that doesn't really make a whole lot of sense in the big picture. But like because I was thinking about the David Warner character. He plays like a minister. He plays a reverend, and it's the family for this girl. She's a member of the Rocketeers, the little lame group that follows Clint Howard and follows the ice cream man, see what he's doing, all that, but her family is messed up. Like there's one scene out of random for some reason. She's like, her mom's like having an exorcism as if it was like a routine thing, like just another, I don't know, another Tuesday night. I mean, the movie is a freaking comedy. The movie knows what it's doing, but I think those that look at this movie and judge it and be like, oh nah, there's no way I would watch that. It's too campy, too corny. You got it all wrong, man. You got it all wrong. Yeah, it's campy and corny. It's cheesy. But there's a time and place for that, Okay. So really, like, very quickly after the opening scene, I mean, this movie moves very quickly. Of course, it has to. There's really no dead time in it. Because after the opening scene, where we see the shooting and the little boy who turns out to be the ice cream man, you know what it is. This movie's not hiding any secrets from you. It's what it is. It's face value. Okay. You see him as the adult. You see the ice cream man in the ice cream truck, and he looks as creepy as possible. It looks as creepy as possible, right? Not hiding anything. I mean, you see it, be like, oh, okay, that's a creepy motherfucker. Don't trust him around kids. He's probably be killing kids, doing some creepy stuff. And you know what? That's kind of the vibe in this whole movie. It's like, oh no, he's a creepy guy, right? Okay, it rides on that. But you also get a glimpse of what's inside the ice cream truck. I gotta tell you, man, there's no way this truck would pass health inspection, at all. At all. Like this movie could have ended so quickly if someone just inspected the truck for health concerns, for quality of food, for cleanliness. There's like bugs all over the place, roaches in the ice cream, rats all over the place, blood, body parts, eyeballs, fingers. The guy has dead bodies in his his ice cream freezer. Now, we also get introduced to our Rocketeers. I gotta talk about that real fast because the Rocketeers, there's one character. His name is Tuna. He's the fat boy. He's the fat one, and they call him the fat one. It's hilarious. It's hilarious. They didn't hire a fat kid. They hired a skinny. They cast a skinny kid, who you could tell they put a fat suit on, and I swear he is the child version of Ethan Ralph. Ethan Ralph with the kill stream, the gun. This is him. And you know it's him because there's a part right after they get the ice cream where he trips and falls and his orange dreamsicle, I'm not sure what it was that he had, his little orange ice cream falls into the sand, into the dirt. And what does he do? Does he let it go? No. That fat ass still eats it. He still eats it with the sand between his teeth. He eats it with a freaking smile on his face. Oh, God. The movie's very cruel to him. Even in the wardrobe department. I mean, I swear, he's wearing like soccer mom pants. There's a scene where he's running away from the ice cream man. And in a grocery store that has carpet. Maybe I'm too young to know, but was there a time when grocery stores had carpeted floors? Why would you do that? That seems dumb. You spill something, now you ruin the carpet. It's hard to get that out. Anyway. Let me take a look at the chat here. You guys seen this movie? What do you think about it? Officer Rocky Road with extra nuts. Yes. Oh, God. See, that's what I like about this movie. It's disgusting. It's disgusting and it's fun. It's not like it's hiding any secrets. Well, actually, no. I'll back that. I'll take that back. There is one kind of secret wow moment that does kind of get you, and it got me too. Okay. Of course, look. This ice cream man. He was raised pretty much in a psych facility, in the what is it called? The wishing well. The wishing well. What is it called? The Wishing Well Sanitarium. He was pretty much raised in that place, in that facility. When they show you what that place looks like, when they go there, I was not expecting it to go that crazy. I was not. I was actually decently surprised. I was. Man, this movie is actually kind of cool, man. Oh, come on, Ethan Ralph is funny to laugh at. Oh yeah, he is. He's great. Oh, would it be great where we could go online and not even be reminded of Ethan Ralph? That would be great. That would be great. Don't worry. Those references will one day die. One day. It was just right there. It was so easy. Let's see what else. A quick summation before I go over Tone, because there's stuff I want to talk about this movie. Okay, so yeah, actually, the Rocketeers. When you first meet them, you see this Macaulay Culkin looking motherfucker, this kid, in a swing set or in a swing, waiting for all his kids to come up, all his friends to come up. And they finally, there's another creep there. There's like this creepy, like park guy, like cleaning the trash. I guess, I don't know what he is, a groundskeeper, I guess, for the park. But there's like, so I thought there's gonna be a battle between the two like creepy perverts or something. But no, he gets taken out real fast, like within like 10 minutes of the film. Like like I said, the film moves pretty fast. But the kids are talking about this Pied Piper legend, which obviously plays into who the ice cream man is. Okay. So Roger goes missing. We're introduced to Roger, right? But Roger goes missing in the movie in the beginning. They're wondering what happened to him. And because he goes missing, the Rocketeers can't go out late anymore. They have to be supervised. They have to go home, whatever, on time, which is weird because no one follows that. No one follows that. It's like the parents don't care, which is typical of any horror movie. The parents sit down guidelines, ground rules, and they don't care. Okay. If anything, the parents are caught up in their own business. Tuna's dad, there's a scene where, like, I guess they watch some movie. They go to his place of work. And Tuna's dad is supposedly calling his mom and saying, hey, you're keeping the oven open. The oven warm for me. And he's really calling a hooker. I guess the hooker in town, the Village Bicycle or whatever. The slutty MILF next door. I mean, all these families, they have problems. So Tuna's parents are getting a divorce. The dad is cheating on the wife. The wife is pretty much a lesbian. I'm convinced by the way she wears her suits. You got, I don't recall the chick's name, but like I said, her family's all messed up. You got Exorcism Tuesdays going on. In the other boy in the Rocketeers, his older brother is banging this other girl. He has a girlfriend that lives with him, I guess, essentially. I thought, for a second, I thought it was like an older sister. I thought maybe it was some sort of like weird incest thing. But no. It's just the girlfriend pretty much hanged around all the time. And so it's, a lot of dirt on the families. It's very interesting. Pretty funny stuff. Keep the oven up and keep the oven open. Yes. That's what I thought he was saying. I know. Let's see. There's a point in the movie where the cops get involved. And what the cops do instead of... So they get the missing child report. Go check out the place. They check out the ice cream place. Okay? And they get this report because Tuna actually sees the Macaulay Culkin looking kid be taken away by the ice cream man and hauled into the back of the truck. So he thinks the ice cream man killed his friend, Macaulay Culkin. Instead of telling anybody outright, he holds on to it for some reason, I guess in fear or whatever. He tries to tell his parents, but his parents are in the middle of yelling at each other. When he finally does tell someone, which happens after the grocery scene, when you have this creepy looking dude, come on, Clint Howard, following a kid in a grocery store, and no one is any wiser. Like, this kid is a fucking fat kid. He's hard to miss. And somehow he's sneaking around in the grocery store on the floor, crawling around, like sneaking rides on people's carts. Like, you would feel it. The kid had a lot of weight to him. We're talking about a 90s movie. A 90s movie. The kid looked like a kid now in like 2020 time, okay? That's how big he was. That's how big he was. Oh, God. So when the police finally get involved, what do? Well, I guess they do what they know best. They go into place of business, they wreck it up. They destroy the place. They vandalize the whole place. They don't even bother looking for the kid. They just fuck the place up. They go in there and start vandalizing this shit. God dang. What they don't even do is bother searching the damn ice cream truck. Like, these cops are some of the dumbest cops. They're like fucking bullies. They're not even cops. Oh, God. They're fucking bullies. There's one scene where they're asking the Reverend if his daughter's home because there was concern that she was out. I swear, the way the officer was asking, he had his baton out. He had his little nightstick out. And he was swinging around like he was ready to hit someone. It looked like he was actually wanting something to go down. It was a weird scene. I had to watch that one twice to get a good reading on it. I was like, what is going on here? Because I got to tell you, and I will get into the acting. After I do my quick little summary of it. Because I don't think this acting's bad on accident. I think it's bad on purpose. I think it was bad on purpose. Anyway. So the cops fuck up the place. So the ice cream man is even more enraged. Now wants to go on a homicidal spree, whatever. And we find out that he didn't kill Macaulay Culkin, which they call Small Paul. They didn't kill Small Paul. No. He wanted to turn Paul into one of his disciples. He wanted to teach the kid how to make ice cream. And I got to tell you, man, I opened the show pitching if you guys want some Crack Shack ice cream, some floor vanilla ice cream. These kids eat that shit up. Small Paul. Like, the ice cream's all over the place, right? The ice cream man takes ice cream off the floor and gives it to the boy, and the boy still eats it. I'm like, man, at this point, anything that happens to these kids, it's on them. Like, come on, man. They're ridiculous. God dang, they're idiots. But let's see what else. Oh. The wishing well. The wishing well scene. Oh, got to back up real fast. I did kind of hint on this already. I swear, if you've seen Stranger Things, you know what I'm talking about. Stranger Things, people like that movie because, you have the boys solving the situation, investigating all this stuff. Yeah, that's kind of cool. You see kids being kids, riding around on bicycles. But the one thing about Stranger Things is that those bikes are way too clean. Everything's way too clean and brand new. That nerdy kid has the top of the line tech for some reason, and it's always working. This Rocketeer bunch, their bikes look fucking ridiculous, and they, to top it off, they duct tape these stupid rockets on front, and they do these dorky little calls. It's so great. It's so great. It's so bad and cheesy, but it's like they did that on purpose just to make fun of the Goosebumps vibe that those characters sort of have, that sort of storyline has. And they follow Clint Howard to a graveyard where Clint Howard is paying respects to the ice cream king that died by serving ice cream to the grave and hearing voices all around him, because clearly that's fine. Oh, and there's also a part in the scene where, god dang, the fat kid Tuna, because they don't get lost. They don't get lost. Okay, as you can imagine, you have these three kids looking for or chasing Clint Howard, right? What eventually happens, they're gonna split up. They don't split up actually. What happens is Tuna's so fat he can't ride his bike. He gets winded and he can't keep up with the rest of the gang. So one boy has to go back to him, leaving the girl behind. It's okay. But that boy, he fires a rocket at the cop car. And the cop's like, "Oh shit, that boy has a gun." I was expecting that cop to go out and start firing on him. I mean, if they did this movie today, that's exactly what would happen. I'm gonna say the wishing well scene. That's actually one of my favorites. The wishing well scene and the climax at the end. The if you want to call it the hide and seek sequence. That is some great stuff. Oh, and the dude, if you guys remember what it was like to develop film in the 90s, 1 hour photo, how long is it gonna take? Does it take an hour? Well, it depends. But that scene was pretty funny. So take a look at the chat here. By the way, if you watch this after the fact, especially on the podcast form, you got to watch it live. I definitely interact with the chat. I try to as much as I can. And let me take these shades off. I can't read shit with that. Was the kid white? That's why he wasn't shot. That's why he wasn't shot. If they remade this movie today, they would totally use that joke. I mean, they could. It wouldn't even matter because it's 2020. I mean, this is like a low budget, low production film. Actually, no, it's not even low budget. You know what the budget for this film is? I mean, I guess it is low budget for Hollywood standards. What is it? I thought I saw it. Oh, the budget was $2 million. $2 million for this film. $2 million. $2 million. It was great when because the reason why the kids want to develop the film, the reason that I mentioned that 24-hour thing, 24-hour photo, or not 1 hour photo, is because obviously the little girl goes in the back of the truck, sees what looks like crime scene evidence. When we see it, when we see her doing it, it looks like it could just be smears. It could be like red syrup. We don't really know, But and we've seen plenty of stuff. Anyway, she starts taking photos of that. When the older brother finds out that they were using his camera, he gets super pissed. Why? Of course, you know why. It's right there. When they go there, all the sex photos get leaked out. All the sex photos right there. That's quite funny. But okay, the wishing well thing. The wishing well sanitarium was like my favorite part of this film. You got these two moronic detectives, and they're fucking dumb. They're fucking dumb. One of them actually eats ice cream from this ice cream truck, and it has like an eyeball on it, and he eats it. I guess he couldn't feel the texture of it. I don't know. I guess he thought it was a cherry. I'm sure it didn't taste like a cherry. I don't know. But when they go into the sanitarium, I feel like the movie, really for the cops, kind of shifts the gears. While they're moronic and dumb, they manage to slowly walk their way out without being disturbed, without being bothered. Oh, actually, one of them has to fight. It throw a few punches and slam someone down. The other guy, there's one who's just steadily walking slowly, like he can't be bothered. He's not even afraid. He doesn't want to show any sign of weakness. Thought that was kind of cool. And I used to work at a psych facility. I've been saying that for a while. I mean, it's true. It kind of reminded me of a few things there. I gotta be honest there. You should never really read that things never really went that far, that crazy, that psychotic, but there were some days. And apparently in this film, they actually used an abandoned sanitarium. And the satanic graffiti that was on the wall, they didn't add. It was already there for them. So, there's that. Let's see. Well, the other best part of this film is of course, the end. You have Clint Howard going all crazy, all out. He has a boy captive. The other Tuna. Oh, Tuna's picked up by this point. He's picked up. You have the other two kids close in on him, and I guess on the grounds, on his property, trying to search and investigate or whatever. To play what Clint Howard calls hide and seek. You see, there's a sort of caregiver. It's one of the nurses that used to be at the sanitarium, and she's a fucking basket case too. But Clint Howard has all this blood all over him, you know. And she's like, "What are you doing?" "Oh, I'm just playing hide and seek with the kids." "Oh, okay." You know, thinks nothing of it. Of course, she's in on it. She's fucking crazy too. Fucking crazy. And I like how far they go with that. It's great. It's great. But there's a part. Let me put the image here on the screen. There's a part where, man, like Clint Howard starts doing like sock puppets with decapitated heads. Like this stuff right here. It's disturbing and great. Like I would rewatch this film just for that. Just for that. Look at that. Yeah, see. What else I can say about that scene? Well, I mean, the police totally embarrassed themselves. I mean, you see these. See, I thought after this, I really did. Maybe I'm gullible. I thought after the sanitarium scene, you see the cops kind of handle themselves. You see one not even show an ounce of weakness. I thought maybe they would go into that onto the property and actually be able to gun down the ice cream man. But no, he gets the jump on them literally and knocks him out with like supersized ice cream scoops. Wow, and they just pass out. Okay, great. You pretty much have it where the kid saves the day. The Macaulay Culkin kid saves the day by luring the ice cream man into a trap and pretty much saving all his friends. But he couldn't save himself because in the end, turns out the Macaulay Culkin kid was groomed and is now going to be the next ice cream man. So I pretty much gave it all away, right? Spoiler alert. Come on, this is not a movie like that. Like, this sort of movie, I feel like you could pretty much spoil stuff. You're not really spoiling it. You got to see it. Like, I can't really describe some of the stuff that you witness in this film. It's really fucked up, disturbing, but funny, unhinged. You know, and I was going to start this show saying that the Ice Cream Man, it's a movie that on its face value is what it is, and there's nothing more to it. That it's absolutely not an art house film. You know, it's not like one of those horror films that have like a supposed deeper meaning or subtext. But I've been thinking about it. Maybe overthinking. Maybe I'm wrong here. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe this movie actually has subtext to it. Maybe this movie actually has some depth. Because if you think about the Ice Cream Man and who he kills and why he kills, he really is the Pied Piper. He is the Pied Piper. He's trying to lead away all that is wrong and vile and wicked. That's what he's doing. He is the Pied Piper. The Ice Cream Man, he dishes out judgment to those that are wrought with sin. He kills the creepy guy at the park because he's a creep. He's a much bigger creep than him. Boom. Okay. He kills the cops because they are because they're consumed by wrath. He picks up Tuna, wants to kill Tuna because of gluttony, because he's a glutton. He kills the slutty mom. Or I don't know if she's a mom, but the slutty neighbor because of lust. You see. But now, what about the other kids? What about the other kids? Like, why would he want to kill them? That's the part that kind of ruins my little theory here. Unless that was just part of the fun. You know, he didn't kill the Macaulay Culkin kid. He kept him to groom him. We don't really know if he was going to kill the other two kids. They're not fat. As far as we know, they don't have any real sin in them. Are they wicked? I mean, if not, then maybe he would have groomed them too. He wants to kill Tuna because Tuna. Wow, this is getting deep, Mr. D. Never thought about this movie, about the service context. But once you do, you see it. It's not perfect. It's not perfect. There's some problems with it. But, you know, it is what it is. I would like to see people consider this movie as an art house film. That's kind of what I want to see here. The smug assholes, those pompous assholes. I'm sorry, when I think art house films and those guys, those ladies, like really are all about that, I think people who think way too much of themselves, you know, way too much of their opinions, and you know, like they're looking for a movie that has deeper subtext and meaning because it means something in the end, when in the end it doesn't, right? It is what it is. Like Michelle slinging a cock between her legs, Obama said. Come on. You know she's the top. I don't care how you vote politically, but you know she's the top. Obama's the bottom. Come on now. Come on. We all know that. And it's okay now. It's very progressive of her. She should come out and embrace it. She should come out live on Ellen. Maybe Ellen could get a jump start on her career. Michelle comes out as a trans woman. Is that right? That's a man that turns into a woman, right? A trans woman. Live on Ellen. That'd be great. Okay. So this was the Ice Cream Man. Like I said, a lot better than Netflix Cuties. A lot better. Michelle, stick it in my ass for America. Oh. I like that. Man. So, what do you guys think about this film? Have you seen it before? I think Aaron's seen it. Aaron in the chat, he's seen it. What do you guys think of it? I mean, like I said, overall, pretty good film. I mean, obviously, it's not like... it was Halloween night. I'm not going to recommend this. Not really. It's a horror comedy. You're going in there to laugh. But you go on the Internet Movie Database, IMDb, and it's rated like... It's like 4.9, right? Could be... I would rate it a little higher. Oh, it's a real fun film. It is fun. You know, even better though, because these streaming services. What I like about that, it's you don't really have to really make that. You don't really have to make much of a convincing argument. Man, I can't speak right now. Dang it, convincing argument. You can just say, hey, it's actually not too bad. It's a funny movie. You're gonna laugh at some parts. It's disturbing, but in a funny way. Yeah, it's a little cheesy, but trust me, you get to see Clint Howard be Clint Howard, and that's all worth it. And you know what the best part is? It's free if you have Amazon Prime. You can just stream it. Okay, if you're already paying for that service, then you might as well, right? It's just taking time out of your oh so busy day. Our lives for Kane, Command and Conquer. Command and Conquer. If you guys play Command and Conquer, who do y'all pick? GDI or Nod? And why? What is it? GDI or Nod? Do you go with Kane? Or do you go with, which pretty much a bloated UN? What is GDI? It's not even America. It's the America of the future, where the UN takes over. Just one global defense initiative. Sounds like Nod is the best choice. Come on. Any Command & Conquer fans out there listening right now? GDI or Nod? America? Okay, so you choose GDI? I don't... When it comes to Command & Conquer, Tiberian Dawn, which is the 1995, you know, the first one people know of. Mammoth tanks and commandos. If you're gonna go GDI, that's what you need. That's all you need. Mammoth tanks and commandos. Anyway. Let's see. I've been trying to get a few of my friends to get together for a night of Axis and Allies, but it's becoming really difficult to get 3-4 agree on a night to play a board game. Oh, God, that has to be hard. Are they worried about COVID? Do they want to wear a mask too inside your house? It's like, bro, you're in my house. Like, if I had it, you would already have it now. You're in my house. You can take the mask off now. So Eisenhorn says Nod. Command & Conquer 3. CNC 3. I only played a little bit CNC 3. I liked it overall, but didn't really get that invested into it. I definitely did not spend as much time as in CNC 3 as I did, the classic. Because the classic I played as a kid. Would connect with my friends on a modem and fight with them. God dang, this one friend of mine, he would always win because he was fucking Nod. But he was fucking Nod. I was determined to win as GDI. You get those fucking stealth tanks, you know? Yeah, I'll have these mammoth tanks and commandos, but who come in with these fucking stealth tanks. Fucking A, man. And the nukes, man. The nukes were so much better than the stupid ion cannon. The ion cannon is a fucking joke. Age of Empires? Ah, man. I played a little bit as a kid. Didn't really get all that into it. But it's you know what? It's something that I would probably get again to explore. Maybe even as a stream. Anyway, I'm gonna wrap this episode up because now I'm getting off of the main topic. I might stream something for a little bit after this. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, if you enjoyed this, press the like button, share, subscribe, listen to it on the podcast. Definitely leave a review. That definitely helps. And you guys have a good one.